Hello, my name is Christopher Cole Gaming. Today we're looking at Marble Mania X Event 4, the Obstacle Run. But before we get to that, here's a recap of our standings. Purple Rockets have taken the lead, 2 points over the Constrictors. They want to extend that. Constrictors want to get back to their start of the season after a bad performance in Event 3. Strixes want to continue the momentum. Blackjacks want to get back to their silver medal from Event 1. Shining Swarm just want to do something. Pinkies want to get back to Event 2 level stats. Noxious Ivy wants to be relevant. And the Balls of Chaos they just want anything to go their way, really. And immediately, right off the bat, things were not going in the way for the Balls of Chaos. As another dead last finish means that they were out of contention to even get out of last place going to the final event. Round 2 saw the Strixes dominate the field once again, as they were really trying to continue their momentum from the previous event. And it was a tight duel between the Pinkies and the Blackjacks, but it ended up being the Pinkies getting it, as the Blackjacks landed on the springboard, but didn't actually trigger it, but that would be 7th place for the Blackjacks, as that held them up too much. The Pinkies were the team taking the win of round 3, moving that the Strixes would not win every round, and the Strixes kind of fell off after their winning the first 2 races. Maybe they were trying to relax, but that relaxing almost caused them to get out, but the Constrictors were terrible, so even though they got dead last out of the teams that actually finished tight up front, the Constrictors were eliminated because they got, well, actual dead last of dead last. Now this race proved that, first off, Noxious Ivy was being incredibly consistent, as they had not finished below 3rd this whole time, and also the Strixes still laying off a lot. Maybe they were a little gassed after winning the first 2 rounds, but the Shining Swarm got blasted up and got the only DNF after flying off the springboards and getting stuck in a rubber band, giving them 5th place, and a very dishonorable 5th place. And then, dance! After the halftime show had concluded, it appeared that the Strixes had actually rested during the halftime show, because they were back to their performance from the first 2 races of winning back-to-back. And even though they didn't actually win the race, and the Purple Rockets did, it was still good after they're almost getting eliminated 2 races in a row. And it ended up being the Pinkies who would get eliminated, proving that they might not have rested and tried joining the crowd during the halftime show, but the Pinkies were out after doing surprisingly well in this event. Now, there was only 3 teams left in the event, so Noxious Ivy would keep their streak of finishing in the top 3 every round, even if they got out, because, well, there's only 3 left. But they were not content with just keeping that record and getting out in the second to last match, as they were ready to just keep on moving through. And Noxious Ivy ended up winning the 6th race, well ahead of anyone else in the race. It was not even close. Purple Rockets got 2nd, and the Strixes, even though they rested, it was not enough for them to make the final round. Now we had our final 2 duel set between Purple Rockets and Noxious Ivy. Purple Rockets had a great idea at the start of actually being propelled off the fidget spinner to gain more speed, but Noxious Ivy, after almost getting stuck, regains the lead, and they both ended up taking the tube here, which didn't really alter things too much, as they really got sent down the same trajectory, but it was Noxious Ivy in the lead, and this was the point Noxious Ivy just really stretched out the lead, hitting the bell for good measure, and Noxious Ivy was really just in the lead the entire time, not really being challenged for the rest of the race, and they were just streaking on down. Purple Rockets, this gave the Purple Rockets their 3rd silver, and Noxious Ivy, as you can see them coming across the line, a gold medal. This also meant bronze for the Strixes, so I guess they kinda continued their momentum, I guess. The Purple Rockets now sit atop a 5-point lead going to the final event, above the Strixes in 2nd with 22 points, who have just passed the Constrictors, who have fallen to 3rd. And not only have they fallen to 3rd, they're in a tie with 3rd with Noxious Ivy. And the top 4 are the 4 teams still in the running to win. Pinkies, Blackjacks, and Shining Swarm can make the podium if they try hard enough, and the Balls of Chaos are just out of luck, really. There's just no hope there. Anyway, thanks for watching Jmr Recap, and I will see you next time.